set in the 1800s, and it's about a man, an enslaved man. It's set in the 1800s in America, and it's about an enslaved man named Hero, who has been offered his freedom, who's been promised his freedom by his master in exchange for his service in the war. Now, of course, so his master is on the Confederate side, i.e. the side that during those times wanted to keep slavery. And so his master says, yo, if you come to war with me and work as my valet, I'll give you your freedom. And of course, Hero doesn't really like that because he'll be fighting on the wrong side. And it's sort of, will he go to war, won't he? And then what happens after that? Exactly. What else is that?
Well, the play starts with that dilemma.
Yes.
The dilemma is for Hero. Will he go or will he stay? The pros and cons are on both sides. And that takes up most of part one as we get to know not just Hero, but also the whole community on the plantation that he's part of. So it's very much, so although we're talking about a big subject here, slavery, the Civil War, the history of America, I would say that it's more particularly about the individuals on this plantation and how we get to know them and where they sit in this, the bigger discussion for the whole community of should Hero go and fight on the wrong side and perhaps gain glory, a black man wearing a uniform at the time of the Civil War. I mean, it was a huge thing for a man to have that sort of identity or dignity. How can he go to this war, fight on the wrong side, perhaps be killed? I mean, they're big questions. You could look at it in a contemporary context and, ask the same questions about war.
Or anything, really. I mean,
or anything, yeah.
If you're offered the thing you want most in life in exchange for the thing you want to do least, and that's and again, it's like Jo said, it's got all these big issues, but it's never about any of the issues. It's about always how people are living their individual lives, their specific lives within a world, a gigantic world, much like today, like you said. Yeah.
Right. It's also how do you look at the reality of something like the Civil War or slavery. There's such huge concepts. How do we even wrap our minds around them? The only way you can wrap your mind around it is not to have this massive concept in front of you, but to investigate what it is for the individuals in it, which is who we would be. If we place ourselves in that context, who would we be? It's just human behavior, and there's no reason to believe that human behavior has changed since the mid-1800s to, the 21st century. I mean, there's something, that's very constant in human behavior. That's what's interesting. So in putting the production up, because it's on the page in Suzan-Lori's script, is this kind of wonderful back and forth between the period setting and the given circumstances of that, and these individuals who in many ways speak in a very colloquial, contemporary fashion, because it's a way of constantly, I think, putting us in a position of, oh, they're us, we're them. This could be, this could be happening just over there. There is no division. We can't separate and say, oh, well, that's back then, and that would never happen now, because, of course, as we know, everything is still happening now.
Right.
It's just a continuum.
History continues to present itself in front of us. We have a difficult time understanding that these days, and I think that's why I love this production, that it sort of really does the play justice, and then some.
And it's fun.
Yeah,
See, that's the thing is, we talk about these heavy subjects.
Yeah.
But the play is so much fun because it's people, when they're under stress, also they rely on humor. They rely on, each other to get them through it. So it's just, there's a craziness, there's a madness also. You're talking about slavery. There's a madness in it. So it allows you this wide latitude of just human behavior. So yeah, a lot of this is just really fun to work on.